Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Sharonda and I am a vessel for God, speaking on whatever he downloads in me to speak about. That is what I say. All right, I am on here due to being obedient to God, not because I want to be, because I have to be. All right, so we are going to go ahead and jump into the message. I hope and pray that you stay to the very end of this video. Remove all distractions, because this is a very important message. All the messages are important, but I really need you to hear this one because it is a lot of this going on. So stay tuned, because I'm about to jump into the message. People have such a negative mentality when it comes to God, when it comes to Jesus. Their attitude is so messed up. They are so negative mentally. They don't believe that Jesus heals today, and he does. They don't believe Jesus has compassion on us today, but he does. They don't believe. They do not believe. Life will really put you through the ringer. You have been through so much in your life that you cannot believe that Jesus will heal you. That is just how bad life has done you. You have been through so much that you just cannot accept that Jesus will heal you. And that may be the very reason why you are still dealing with things with your body, because you doubt that Jesus is a healer. You hear stuff like, you have to deal with this for the rest of your life. There's no cure for it. But you don't ever doubt the work of Jesus. That is very dangerous. You don't ever doubt his ability to be able to heal, because he is able. Even if he heals you for 1 day, 1 year, 10 years, he is still a healer. He is still a healer. He may heal you forever, when you never have to deal with it ever again, but accept whatever healing that he wants to give you. Do not shut it out. Don't do that. He can't heal you. He cannot heal you if you have doubts. And he knows if you have doubts. And some may say, well, if he healed me for 1 day or 1 year or a few years, then it's not healing. Any relief he gives you, be grateful for that, because he did not have to give you any healing at all. Be appreciative of that. And you would know that you are not supposed to have doubt if you read and studied the Bible. It's right there plain as day for all the world to see, even you included that is watching this video. So we're going to go ahead and read that. We're going to go ahead and read it. Matthew chapter 17, 14 through 20. When they came to the crowd, a man approached Jesus and kneeled before him. Lord, have mercy on my son, he said. He has seizures and is suffering greatly. Are you suffering greatly? Every day you're suffering greatly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. I brought him to your disciples, but they could not heal him. You unbelieving and perverse generation, Jesus replied, how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? How long shall I put up with you? Where is your faith? That is what Jesus is saying. Where is your faith? That's why you ain't healed yet, because your faith is not where it needs to be. Bring the boy here to me. Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of the boy, and he was healed at that very moment. Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and said, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He replied, "Because you have so little faith." You got so little faith. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, and a mustard seed is teeny, teeny, tiny, tiny, you can say to this mountain, "Move," and I mean move. Get out of my way, get out of me. Move from here to there. I don't care where you're going, but get out of me. Move from here to there, and it will move. By faith, it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. No doubting at all. Only faith. Only faith. Doctors can't heal either because of doubts. If they have doubts, what can they do? Jesus can work through a doctor, but if the doctor don't believe Jesus can heal through him, then it's not going to happen. And then here comes another pill that you got to take along with all the other pills that you have to take every day, because your faith is not where it needs to be. You are constantly going to be going through something on this earth in the flesh where your body is going to be affected. That's just life. But things are better when you have no doubt in you that Jesus can heal you. Even if he don't heal you all the way and he just ease your pain up so you are not hurting as much. Even if he reduces the amount of medication you have to take. Even if he just makes it bearable for you so it won't consume your mind, because it will consume your mind. But allow the avenue for Jesus to do something pertaining to your body. But don't shut Jesus out. He is the healer. Jesus is the healer. And it may be in the will of God for your body to be going through things because of sin. Your sin, or something that you done got yourself caught up in and don't realize that's the reason your body is jacked up, because of something you got your own self caught up in. Or it could be a generational curse that you have yet to take notice within your own family. These are things that are in your control to pray about, to pray against, to rebuke and go on a fast and all of this stuff. Nobody thinks about that. Nobody thinks about that. It's constant things you will always need healing in or deliverance from that keeps us running to Jesus. And you better run every single time. It's set up that way to continue to build up our faith. Mark chapter 5, 25 through 34. And a woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. She's been dealing with bleeding for 12 years. What you been dealing with for 12 years, 13 years, 20 years, 30 years? What you been dealing with? She had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors. Do that sound like you? Do that sound like you? Yet instead of getting better, she grew worse. She got worse. She had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors. She was going to the doctor for care. Help me, please. Somebody help me. Doctor, help me, help me, help me. I keep coming back to you, but I'm only getting worse. Do that sound like you? When she heard about Jesus, she came up behind him in the crowd and touched his garment. because she thought, if I just touch his clothes, 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 I will be healed. Immediately, her bleeding stopped. Immediately. Have you touched Jesus yet? You going to doctors. You've been going to doctors for so many years. The same exact thing. You're getting worse. Nothing against doctors. Just saying. Just reading the word of God. But you're getting worse. But this woman touched Jesus' clothes and she was healed immediately. And she felt in her body, the same body that was bleeding for 12 years, the same body that she was taking to the doctor over and over again. She touched the clothes of Jesus and was healed immediately. Her bleeding stopped, and she felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. See, people don't believe that you can actually feel something leave your body, especially after you have prayed or went on a fast. When you do these things, this is a spiritual thing. Jesus is spiritual. Okay, y'all? Y'all need to see this. It's a real feeling. This feeling that this lady felt, she felt in her body that she was freed from her suffering. It's a real feeling. I know because I have felt that feeling before. A few times before. Immediately, you feel free. And you have an immediate peace about it, because you know that whatever you was dealing with is not in your body anymore. Verse 30. At once, Jesus realized that power had gone out of him. He turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes? Who touched me?" Verse 31, you see the crowd, the people crowding against him. His disciples answered, and yet you can ask, who touched me? But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. Then the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell at his feet. Fell at the feet of Jesus. And trembling with fear, told him the whole truth, what was going on. I've been going to all of these doctors. The doctors ain't helping me. I'm getting worse. He said to her, daughter, you do know that you are the daughter, right? See yourself in this story. Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace, and be freed from your suffering. She was healed simply because of her faith. Where is your faith? Where's your faith? Will it hurt you to just believe? Just believe. Just believe. Because it's going to hurt you even more not believing. Because just imagine if she would not have tapped into Jesus, this lady would have kept going to the doctor over and 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 over again. pills after pills, test after test, and just getting worse. But she tapped into Jesus. She tapped into Jesus. Her faith. It was her faith. It was her faith. Do y'all hear me? It was her faith that healed her. Where was her faith? A long time ago. Where was your faith a long time ago? Let's get that faith right. Check your faith. Check your faith. Your situation in your body will last longer not having faith. It is a very wrong thing to say that Jesus does not heal today. Very dangerous thing to say. That is actually something that the devil wants you to believe. He wants you to believe that Jesus does not heal today. So you can continue to hurt every day, be in pain every day, take pills every day, have it on your mind every day. Who wants to deal with that every day? We have to recognize the wrong things we say that are interfering with our healing. And I hope you are not one of the ones that don't really care that they are experiencing things with their body so that they can have something to talk about or complain about or have people feel sorry for them. There are people in this world like that, unfortunately. And hopefully that's not you watching this video. And if it is, shame on you. They don't necessarily want to be healed. They fall in love with sympathy they receive from other people and doctors. Every time you see them, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is what is going on with their body, what they are experiencing with their body. Like they have lost so much faith and they have lost so much hope. But where is Jesus in your life? Where is he? Is he really there in your life like he needs to be? And if not, you got to check your faith. You got to check your faith. Because if there is a way to make things better, then why not take that route? Why not take that route? That's all I have for you all on today. I will see you all in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe so you can see what God is doing through me for you all on this channel and this ministry for you and other people. And share this video with whoever needs to hear, y'all, okay? And I will see you all later.